adult audience. LoveLine may contain sexually oriented content. Listener discretion is advised. 3, 2, 1, go! Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew. LoveLine, coast to coast.
Hey, everyone. It's LoveLine. I'm Adam Carolla. That's Dr. Drew. Over there, phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Dr. Drew, board-certified physician, addiction medicine specialist. Nick Hexum is here tonight from the fabulous 311. What's up? 311, and Nick was in here
not long ago.
A few months ago.
Yeah.
Not too long, right?
Regular.
When From Chaos came out?
True.
Approximately, right? Over the summer?
Yep.
Always, I think
it was around Weenie Roast time.
Yeah. I think Nick's a car guy.
I am a car guy.
We're talking
we went
about
out and
cars.
looked at our cars.
Yeah.
I think he's got a new car coming soon.
Oh,
or
yeah.
maybe he already got
the
it.
CLK Mercedes.
There's always something on order.
Yeah. Drew lives vicariously through me and my automobiles now. And
Jaguar.
True.
A Jagman, right?
No,
that's his pot around car.
I just got one, but I wouldn't call me. I'm a BMW guy, and I think Drew is too. We like, and you're a Mercedes guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You hate to admit it, but those Krauts, they do a hell of an automobile. They just do. They're just, that's the culture you need building your car. You don't want them to throw you a party. Leave that to the Mexicans.
You don't want to listen to their albums.
No. You
don't hear them rap.
You're like Hasselhoff from the Berlin Wall live, 1988. You don't need any of that. You don't need anything from them, but you do need the stuff that moves. The turbine engines, just anything that's got wheels or parts.
Yeah.
Clocks are good, all good. It's funny. Somebody showed me a miniature little jet turbine engine that's all made out of like titanium, and it's $4,000, and it spools up to 100,000 RPM. And I was just looking at this thing, and he said, "Where do you think this is from?" And I said, "Germany." No, if he would have said somewhere in Central America, or I would have just fallen on the floor and had a heart attack like Fred Sanford. All the good crap comes out of there.
What, a miniature working engine?
A miniature turbine for his
model and
jet
airplane.
engine. Yeah,
so you got to fill in the blanks in his story.
Oh, crazy.
Too much free time.
Damaged, you're addicted, you're pervert, you're not normal, you're suicidal, you're schizophrenic.
Right.
Schizophrenic.
Very hard work in those Germans, except for my brother-in-law. I got the one lazy crowd. Married my sister. The one slacker German in all of Germany marries my sister.
When I was over in Japan, I saw a guy that had a shirt that said, "I am the one inefficient Japanese." The one.
311 is playing the acoustic Christmas, which of course is the big flagship station out here, KROQ's big show. Man, it must be, what is this, 9 years? 10 years? What is this one? 9th annual? 10th annual?
10 or 11.
Do you think it's
12?
11?
No, it's like 12, isn't it?
No.
I want to do some research to find out
13th?
if any band has done more KROQ shows than 311.
I couldn't. If you combine, I think, acoustic Christmases and weenie roasteses,
You're in.
Yeah, I think 311. And I'll tell you why, 311 never disappoints live either.
Well, thank you.
So
12, see?
It's the 12th.
Yeah, 12th
oh my
annual.
God. Drew, how old are you that you were around for 6 years before they decided to have one?
I was around for 6 years before the company came along that bought the station.
Oh,
that could decide to have something like this.
Drew, you're such a loser. You're just going to die here. We're just going to slide your urn up against the mic 30 years from now.
You'd get about as much action out of it, won't you?
Maybe a little more.
Yeah,
just from the novelty side of it. So anyway, we'll hear something from 311 as the actually probably a couple things from 311 as the night wears on, and I'll also give you guys some places you can find them touring, coming to a city near you. Let's hop on the phones, and as I've been plugging all week, next week Robert Downey Jr. and Anthony Kiedis. Robert Downey Jr. is a kind of a spacey guy.
When you talk to him?
After all that.
Yeah.
figure.
Yeah.
Shocking, Adam.
But no, I mean, there are guys who've done a fair amount of drugs and seem to have gotten through it, and then there are guys who've been affected by drugs, and then there are guys who were affected before they got to the drugs.
Which I think this might be one of those cases.
I think Robert was always kind of a spacey guy, an immensely talented guy, but kind of a spacey guy before the drugs got to him. And between Robert Downey and Anthony Kiedis, I mean, who's done more drugs than those two?
You'll find out.
Well, I don't know if we
Tune in.
will. All right. Sure, you asked that question. No, don't tell him I said it.
So you're extremely interested.
Desiree?
Adam has to know.
Desiree?
Yeah?
You're 24?
Yes, I am.
What's up?
What's up? Well, actually, I've got like 2 quick questions.
All righty.
Well, one of them's fairly quick.
All right.
So shoot.
Yeah, please.
Well, the first question is, like, for the last year, and I read somewhere in a medical journal that I might have something to do with my ears.
Why do you read medical journals? You're 24.
I'm into the medical thing. I want to be like a nurse, so.
Yeah, but you shouldn't be reading medical journals. It's just
Like
it's like me reading
guides
flight
and stuff?
manuals. What?
Desk reference. I read, like, the desk reference guides and stuff.
Okay.
Well, anyway, the problem for, like, last year has been, like, I have this inability to clear my throat completely. And I read somewhere that it might have something to do with my ears.
Desiree? Oh, boy.
Hypochondriac, baby.
Ew.
Anyone who wants to be a nurse is insane anyway. So there's some trouble.
Oh, no.
Desiree, this is post-nasal drip. That's what you're talking
Okay.
about, all right?
Huh?
And so just focus on, maybe use some Ocean nasal spray, and, if you have allergies, take care of that.
Okay.
Yes, they're over-the-counter solutions. You can take that'll thin the secretions a little bit sometimes.
Okay. The other thing is, I've been with my boyfriend for, like, almost a year and a half, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And at 23, he was the first person I ever fell in love with. So I was open to a lot more things with him, like role-playing during sex, dressing sexy, things like that I'd never done for anybody else.
Why are you suddenly open with him?
Because he was the first person I ever felt comfortable enough with. I fell in love with him. First person ever, you know?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so I got into all that stuff with him, and then now he's like, well, everything's boring. I've done everything, and he doesn't want to do anything anymore.
Yeah,
Well,
maybe the reason you started experimenting with this guy is this is the first guy that wanted to do something like that.
Well, no, others did too, but I wasn't comfortable enough.
Well, what do you want to do? Give us a role-playing scenario.
Oh, I don't know if I should. Well, I've played, like, I don't know, I've been like his dope whore. I mean, I've played, like, all different
Is
roles.
this what?
Dope whore?
Coke whore? Dope whore?
Adam's
Just
got
whore.
it.
Okay. Coke whore.
I mean, I've played things I won't even get into.
Well, go on, tell us another good one. Come on.
His ex?
You played his ex? Oh, Coke whore and ex. You got range, baby.
So he needs to be shamed in order to be aroused. Did you have to hit him or anything, too?
What?
I missed something. What was the second?
Her ex. His ex.
Pretend you're my ex-girlfriend?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does he get to call you by the ex's name?
Sure.
Until it angered me, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Gotta love it.
You know what I'd start doing? I'd get with the ex and start talking about you.
No, I gotta tell you, though, I mean, nothing
Desiree
else.
can't do half of what you do,
He's
baby.
not a bad guy, though. He's been there for me when I need him. And
Yeah,
I know
well,
he loves
he's
me,
got some.
so-
Well, he's got some issues. He's got some issues.
Well, he's slowed down, though, right?
Tremendously.
Well,
but
here's the deal. This role-playing thing...
It's gone down to like twice a month.
Well,
so.
yeah, because it bites him in the ass. You end up getting mad at him.
It's also no. She's not down to twice a month. He is.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, he's getting the crap kicked out
He's
of him
done
when
it.
he does this.
He's had long-term relationships, and he's been my first long-term, so he's had more experience to do.
Yeah, but no.
many things,
Yeah,
and I
but
haven't.
here's Desiree. I want you to understand that the next relationship you have, he's not going to ask you to do all this stuff for him.
Well, I know. I would
Right?
hope not. I mean,
So it's not like, well, gee, just because he's had long-term relationships, he experiments like with all his bizarre.
Yeah.
No, this is him, and he does this as a way of arousing himself and avoiding the dangerous feelings of intimacy. He can't really be close; it's too dangerous, too scary. So he has to create all these sort of roles to calm himself down so he can function sexually. And you run out of opportunities. I mean, eventually you sort of run out of steam with this stuff. And these are the kinds of guys who'll get onto some other weird things to try to help to distract them from the more.
My first line would be
real
in
feelings.
the role playing if she was playing my ex. It'd be like, "Holy yes, you put some weight on." Wow,
You let yourself go, girl.
honey, what happened?
You'd quickly graduate to S&M.
Pow, right in the nuts. Desiree, you're nutty in like in an old-fashioned kind of way. It's almost a quaint kind of crazy.
Napoleon.
Yeah, like you should be chased with a butterfly net kind of crazy. Baby, a little therapy, a little less reading of the physicians
Yes,
reference
less physical
and
preoccupations.
more into the therapy.
And a little more willingness to look at reality, not just go with reality.
I mean, obviously, the relationship isn't really, substantive if your intimacy isn't based on real things. It's like all these role playing, and now that those are extinguished, he's going to lose interest. So.
Right, you can't come up with the
Man,
anymore.
That X thing, like what were the chances that one was going to blow up in someone's face? I ran into Be Real today.
Yeah.
He followed me in my house and then gave me a big handful of marijuana. It's the kind of life I have now.
Well, that's how he greets everyone, isn't it?
Yeah,
that's
like
his greeting.
Some guys hand out fives.
Or there were cards, greeting cards.
Yeah, that's basically what it was. Danielle?
Yes?
You're 20?
Yes, I am.
What's up?
First I want to say thanks, guys, for taking my call. And I was wondering if I could maybe forfeit my question to talk to Nick.
Here he is.
Okay, Nick, hi.
Hi.
I'm a huge fan. I've been listening to 311 for years now. You guys are absolutely amazing.
Thanks.
My question for you is, I know you guys are putting out Enlarged to Show Detail 2 next week.
Yep.
And you guys put out Omaha Sessions a couple of years ago. And I know the video comes with like a CD of like some rare songs and stuff. And I was wondering...
Hold on, I'm going nuts with Drew. Drew, that thing goes on vibrate, right?
He's being paged.
Idiot.
Anyway, yeah, there is going to be a CD with rare tracks.
Yeah, I was wondering, are you guys going to be putting out another like more full-length CD like Omaha Sessions anytime soon with more of the old stuff from the earlier days and like?
Well, we pretty much cleaned out the vaults.
Really?
I mean,
that was seriously like that's my favorite album, and like I'm sure you guys probably like look back at those songs and say, oh goodness, but like. That's seriously my favorite album, and
that's nice to hear. It was recorded for like $400. You know what I mean? It was like very low budget, but there's definitely some feeling there. But anyway, I'm glad you like it. But the new the DVD comes out with a CD of rare songs and like an acoustic version of "I'll Be Here a While," which I think we're going to play later in the show.
I've heard that, and it's great. It's amazing.
Hey, has a band ever... I know this doesn't sound... It's a little unscrupulous, but how about recording some stuff now, making it kind of rough sounding, and say it was uncovered, unearthed from like 12 years ago, and get everyone hyped up about it? Wouldn't have to be that good, because you guys were just starting out. Could be a little raw sounding. I wonder if a band's ever done that.
You're on to something.
It might be a good plan. I've come up with a lot of good ideas this week. I came up with the heated sofa. Sounds too basic to
I have
not
a
exist.
heated mattress pad on my bed, and it's the best.
Oh,
It's the best.
Heated mattress pad. What'd you think of that?
It's the bomb.
Why didn't I think of that?
My dad bought it for me. He's from Nebraska. It gets below zero there in the winter, and you use that. It's way better than an electric blanket, and it's way better than a furnace because that like creates all this dry air.
Right. Solid. Okay. Now, what's wrong with a heated sofa? I'm talking about the sofa being wired up.
Your car seats are heated.
Yeah.
Car seat,
First
just
thing
like
I do
a car
is-
seat.
yeah.
I came up with that. I came up with yogurt with fruit in the middle, not at the bottom, but in the middle. I came up with jeans that had a panty line sewn into them, because a lot of ladies wear the thong back, but a lot of guys, I think, miss that panty line. And now, new music that is made to sound old and uncovered.
Brilliant.
Thank you.
Fruit in the middle. You have music about fruit in the middle.
Oh, we could write a whole fruit in the middle song, Drew. That's very interesting.
I like a girl with a big butt, but fruit in the middle. It's juicy, it's sweet, cause it's fruit, and in the middle. Shaka-daka.
Yeah, David Allen Greer did that little rendition of Fruit in the Middle. Wes?
That'd be me.
You're 37. What's up?
I had a fasciotomy on my legs. They got crushed, and they had to go in there and fix it.
Fasciotomy.
That's it.
You had your legs crushed?
Yeah.
They said
this
girlfriend rolled over?
I wish. At least then I was doing something.
Oh, boy. I don't know why. I know this is going to hurt my teeth, but tell us what happened in the construction accident.
I had, I sent everybody home, and I was picking up all the sawed-off pieces, just policing the area. We had the second floor basically stuck up on the rack above us, and the pins sheared, and 37 sheets of 3/4-inch plywood and about 200 2x4s landed on me.
Uh-huh. CDX or ACX, good one side?
That had to sting.
Oh. And it just caught you from what down? The knee down or the hip down?
I landed on my legs, and they wanted to take my left leg off at the hip and my right leg off at the knee. So I've got plenty of pretty scars all the way up my legs.
But they didn't take the leg.
No, I said, they said they could try and save him, but it'd be expensive and it'd be painful. And I said, I have insurance, and that's the last thing I remember saying. So they kept my leg.
Dang.
How many folks do they talk to where they go, I like to take the right leg off and the part of the left leg, and you go, well, do what you got to do. I mean,
That's what I was wondering.
like, oh, it's going to be expensive. Whoa, if it's over 800, I mean, this conversation's over. Over. I mean, how many people just go, I shouldn't be needing those.
It's like a scene out of Gone with the Wind. Like,
Yeah.
give him my leg, dog.
Yeah, heat up the tar and give this guy a wooden spoon to bite on. We're going in. And how old were you?
I was 37. This only happened in April of this year.
Oh, boy. But they just thought you were sort of lukewarm on your legs, like, I could take them, I could leave them.
Well, apparently, I wasn't awake enough. By 14 hours later is when everybody found me.
Great.
Oh, my God.
Oh, you were crushed under there?
No one was around.
Because you spent the whole night there.
Yes,
Oh,
that's correct. I sent everybody else home.
Go into shock or anything?
I never woke up until I hit the hospital, and that's when they were trying to get me, because they couldn't get in touch with my stepmother.
Oh,
who had
man.
Crazy.
So they tried to get me to wake up enough, and he got me around enough to say that.
Yeah, and I've worked with a ton of construction guys. I know that was. Here's what happened. They walked in. Geez, Wes is crushed under 2 tons of CDX ply. Wait a minute, the lunch truck's here.
Where's the coffee?
Geez, he's been here for 14 hours. He can make another 10 minutes. Let's get
Roach Coach is here.
Yeah, let's get a cup of cocoa and a Danish, and we'll come back. We'll deal with it when we get back. Oh, okay, Bob, don't sit on the plywood. Jesus Christ, you're rubbing it in.
You guys are great. I love you guys.
So did you sue everyone?
I was the owner of the company. Thank God I had insurance, but there was really no one to sue.
Oh, boy. Oh, man.
What kind of building was it?
So, well, it was like something commercial, right? I mean, you said some pins popped.
Yeah, it was a retail center, and we had all of our scaffolding out as we were setting up for the second floor and just put the wood on the scaffolding.
Oh, I see.
It should have held it. It's all metal, but the pin popped, and the whole thing just collapsed right on top of me.
The pins in between the scaffolding.
That's correct, in between the scaffolding of floors.
Right. Oh, man.
So what they used for me on painkillers started with morphine, then Oxycontin. Now, I'm off those 2, but I'm still on Neurontin and a few other things.
What other things?
Amitriptyline, Plendil, excuse me, Selexia, hydrocodone for pain.
Well, there's your back with your morphines again, right there.
Yeah,
that's
Vioxx.
Hydrocodone is Vicodin. How much of that are you using?
Actually, I'm pretty much not taking that. Every once in a while, if I do too much, I get a little pain, a little too much pain to deal with, I should say, and I pop one of those.
I would say Wes not addicted. You know, see how different Wes is than people are addicted.
Yeah, he doesn't sound it.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. I mean, I've been watching it too. I didn't even take morphine for the first 2 days that I.
No, we understand. So what's the question?
The question is, how long before some of this moves out of my system? The reason being, there's a young lady in Oklahoma that could use one of my kidneys.
Oh boy, how'd you find that out?
By accident, purely by accident. I work at a place right now that it's a call center, and I was talking with these people, and her daughter. Am I allowed to mention the dinner theater I work for? I don't know what the rules are to that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I work for Medieval Times here in Dallas.
Jeez,
Adam has to think about that.
Crushed by plywood, now this.
And called in.
What is that? Like
we've been discussing our Renaissance fair.
Jousting? Oh, Renaissance.
Yeah.
Dinner and tournament. And let me tell you my thing. I was just yelling in my office about this. When I go out to eat, I want everyone to focus full time on the food. Yeah. I don't want part of their attention to be taken away to a battle axe or a joust or anything. I want everyone just fully focused. Even with full attention on the food, it doesn't always come out that good. But dinner and guys joust, it's crazy. Oh my God! I could talk to Wes for hours. Wes,
but wait, but here's the deal about Wes. Wes hasn't spent enough time in a hospital yet. He's got to go have his kidney removed.
Yeah, no.
Wes, you should Wes, you're like humanitarian of the year.
Are you in love with this girl?
I don't even know her. Her mom called Medieval Times to see if we had a video because she wanted to see the show, but she's too sick to travel. And I said, too sick? And she goes, well, her kidneys are failing, and, they're not sure how long she'll live, and she's got kids, and I felt real bad, and I figured, I lived through this thing that I went through for some reason. I'm supposed to do something in this earth.
Wow, how interesting.
Well, isn't working in Medieval Times enough? I mean...
and
Medieval Times and a scaffolding company.
Well, I'll get back to the construction when I walk straight again, but until then.
Did you go get yourself typed to see if you match with her?
I know my blood is right. I'm all positive, so is she. And I've got the paperwork that I'm about to send back out tomorrow, but we haven't. That's as far as the hospital in Oklahoma has let us go at this point.
Well, you've got a ton of work to do to see if it's your kidney that will do any good.
Why? Now, how does the typing work, Drew?
These are proteins that appear on the surface of every cell in your body,
right,
that have to match up with what, to some extent, with what her body has. I mean, that's why identical twins are a perfect match.
How do they get that type? How do they figure that type?
It's called HLA typing.
Can you just get it from blood?
Yeah, I think they can.
Hey, Wes?
Yes, sir.
But, well, first off, how can you work? Like, what do you do over there?
I do reservations. You call in for reservations.
Oh, so you can just answer the phone and do that kind of thing. And number two, can you walk? Can you move around?
I am back to walking. I sometimes have to use crutches or a cane, but I'm out of the wheelchair.
Okay. And number three, doesn't this person have a whole slew of people to choose from as far as the kidney goes, of family members and things like that? Like, how tough is it to find a match, Drew?
It's an excellent match. It's tough. But you want to use siblings and things. You want to be people who are genetically related.
That's how you get your match. Yeah, because you always hear about the guy's brother or sister doing it.
Her brother had hepatitis, which cancels him out.
Oh, junkie?
Yeah.
So, and I just happened to hear about it, and I thought, I lived through mine for a reason.
Well, it says in the window here, in the computer here, that you're wondering if these medications you're taking are going to prevent you from doing it. I don't think it should.
Really?
But I think, though, getting the probability of you being a match is so remote. But we'll see. See what, maybe there's something about it.
It's a very nice thought, Wes.
Yeah, it's an amazing... I mean, it sort of renews faith in humanity for me that someone would come out of something like that and go, I think I'll go back to the hospital and my kidney taken out.
Yeah. Give him a round of applause, Engineer Anderson, please. Although I think something's wrong with him.
I know. Yeah.
Not the kidney. The medieval times is really, I'm stuck. I'm stuck on that. The dinner and jousting.
It's more Renaissance stuff. Isn't that bizarre? It's been Renaissance Week here.
I know. This is like a big industry that
we've been held at Renaissance
I've seen an
fairs
ad for it like once or twice. It looks really...
My kids love it.
Really?
Love it.
Well, your kids have gone to medieval times?
I've not gone, but they've gone with friends and stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
It's kind of like, it's like ferals for screwy adults, right? I mean, for Dungeons and Dragons guys.
I don't think it's really an adult thing at all.
Okay.
It's a family kid thing.
All right. Nick Hexum is our guest tonight. He's from 311, of course. He doesn't have any problems compared to you guys. And we're going to hear something from 311, and we'll be back after this. Hey, everyone. LoveLine. I'm Adam Carolla. That's Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Nick Hexum is here from 311. This is the time of the season I hate the most. The big mother station, KROQ, out here has the big concert, the Acoustic Christmas. 311's going to be there, and many, many huge bands that are on this show will be there as well. Everyone and their mother wants tickets, and the money all goes to charity. And here's the problem. And Drew, you know exactly what I'm going to say. We have to pay for the tickets. And so you cut a check for $500-600. Sometimes if you get a bunch of tickets, you're up $700-800, right? And then everyone wants them one or two at a time, and they're all people that you can't say, give me the money for. And you feel like a dick going, hey, that's $55, or I'm giving you 2 tickets, that's $110, because it's all a bunch of, it's like Kathy Griffin. I had Kathy Griffin work on this show that we're working on last week. She went out to Nevada. She helped us out, blah, blah, blah. She called me tonight. She wants some tickets. What am I supposed to do? Tell her it's $110? Or do I just give it to her?
Just give it to her.
And I wouldn't mind that, but then you end up with this big lump, and you got to just give it out to everybody.
You get little Christmas cards, and you go, Merry Christmas.
But here's the weird part, and here's the part I'm screwy about, and you guys tell me what a normal human being would do. They think you get them for free.
Oh, yeah.
So it's no biggie.
Right.
Because you work for the state.
It's generous, but it's like you want them to know. Like when I had my birthday party, and I paid for open bar, and then I was like, that's $5,000, and not one person even noticed that they were like,
right. You want credit, but here's what wouldn't get credit is no one would believe we have to pay for tickets.
Oh, how dare you, Drew? This is going to a good charity.
No, but I mean, still, no one would believe that we saw the paper.
Right.
I'm happy to do it.
Their impression is, and they couldn't be further from more wrong. Their impression is me and Drew are like big shots, and we're the stars of the station. And
my boyfriend, literally a millionaire.
And we just go in and tell them we need like 500 tickets, and they say, where should they be delivered, Mr. Corolla? Do you need a limo? The reality is, producer Ann says, how many tickets you going for this year? And we go, can we have like 6 pair? And she rolls her eyes, shakes her head, and walks away and goes, don't count on it.
You're getting 8.
Maybe
8 tickets.
Maybe, because there's phone ops and van drivers that need tickets. But the point is nobody would think we would pay for them because it's our station, and of course they would give us tickets. So what do I say?
Yeah.
Do I give them to the guy? I got like my stereo guy. He wants a pair. Do I give it to him and go, I did it before, and then I feel like an idiot where I go, here's the tickets, don't pay for them, but I just want you to know I bought them. And then they're like, oh, well, here, take some money. And you're like, no, it's cool, that's not what I wanted. And they're like, well, why'd you say it? And you're like, I just want you to kiss my ass. Come on.
Just for some credit.
Yeah, so what do you do? What would you guys do?
I'm going through the same thing.
What do I do with Kathy Griffin?
Oh, you'd give them to her.
She makes more money than I do.
She did you a favor. Big one.
We paid her. Okay, should I then...
Adam, you do fine.
Okay, I should just give it to her?
Yeah.
But should I say something? Because she just thinks they just give
you could make a joke out of it. You'd say, KROQ, they're such cheapskates, they made me pay for the tickets. But anyway, it's my treat. Here you go. No, you shouldn't even say anything.
I shouldn't say anything.
No.
But then to her, it's like a 0. It's like they just gave him some and he gave them to me. No big deal. Like
Kathy, if you're
like
listening.
bumper stickers.
No, Adam, I'll talk to her. I'll talk to her. Okay, I'll talk to her tomorrow night. Saturday night.
You see her Saturday night when you tell her I paid for her?
Yeah, I will. I'll talk
tell him Adam would kill himself if he knew we were having this conversation.
This would kill Adam, but he spent 20 minutes on the radio talking about it. And I had to stop him finally by telling him I'd talk to you.
All right. David?
Yeah.
Nick, do you guys, you get 311 get some tickets, right? People want them?
A few.
Do you have to pay for them?
We get a small portion of free tickets for our family members, and then a small list
that you pay for.
Yeah.
You're going to tell people you paid when you hand it to them? I'll tell them. I'll tell them for you. You tell them for me.
The secret's out.
David?
Yeah.
You're 18?
Yeah.
What's up?
I just wanted to talk to Nick. Nick, big fan. Listen to all your albums. Own all your albums.
Cool.
Great.
Thank you.
Thanks. Favorite. I just wanted to know, in freeze time, you have a lyric, golden butter jam for your slam. What does that mean?
It was just like stream of consciousness rhyming as... It's whatever you think it is.
There you go.
There you go.
It's whatever you think is the cleverest, most wittiest definition for that. I'm just, the song Freeze Time is about, like, appreciating, really good moments of trying to, like, say you're with all your friends, and you just take a moment to notice when things are good, because there's so many stresses and bad things in life that, the quality of life is measured by how many times you stop and say, what, things are good right now. So that's what that song's about.
Okay.
Thanks, David.
Thanks.
Yeah, and a good message. I think people get caught up, like, I mean, at the end of your life, here's what could happen. I know this will be my life. Someone will give me something I don't want to do 3 weeks from now, and I'll just focus on that thing I don't want to do, and it'll be countdown to what I don't want to do for the next 3 weeks. And then those 3 weeks, anything good in that 3 weeks will just be swept right under the carpet. It's countdown to crap.
It's because we spend our lives trying to manage our feelings, run away from feelings, make feelings better, manage, as opposed to taking inventory and appreciating what we got.
Yeah.
And really letting that in.
Mm-hmm. Let's do that. But really, Kathy Griffin, I should tell her about this.
No,
I want full credit.
I am talking to her. You'll get it. Adam, you'll get it.
I got it. Instead
full credit. She'll come up to you and kiss your ass.
Do me one better. Don't tell her 110 for the pair. Tell her like 185. Okay?
Yeah, she'll buy that.
Thanks.
No, she's in the pit and she has to mosh.
But she got passes. You're getting your passes too, probably, right?
Yeah, I got to get her some laminates.
She's a fiery redhead.
Right. Look for her up front. She'll be surfing. Mike, you're 17. What's up?
Yeah, I was just wondering if it's possible to be impotent at 17.
Impotent?
Yeah.
What do you mean impotent?
Like when I'm getting ready.
Turn your radio down. Turn your radio down.
What's that? Was that a Janice? Your radio down. Is that Janice Ian song, Impotent at 17? Or is that another one I'm thinking of?
That's 17, yeah.
18 and Life to Go. What was that band?
Hey, Mike?
Yeah.
Has your penis ever worked correctly?
Only when I masturbate.
But when you're with a woman, what happens?
It just won't go up like I want it to.
Are you on any medication?
No, none right now.
Are you supposed to be on medication?
No, I used to be on all kinds of medication for like depression and things like that.
Did you do a lot of drugs?
Pot.
Just pot. Are you still doing pot?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Seriously.
Right,
are you doing
a little hesitation there?
Are you the stimulants? Anything else you're doing? Alcohol?
Cigarettes.
Just cigarettes. All right. Well, all the drugs work against erection, so it's sometimes hard to get erection with that. If you've been depressed, have psychiatric problems, obviously those symptoms can overwhelm your normal biological functioning, your normal sexual functioning. And when you get in the heat of a relationship, and that can be very anxiety-provoking, feel overwhelming, and that can make things not work. And once that happens once, boy, just the anxiety that might happen again makes it happen again.
Yeah. You need one good outing.
Yeah. But he's got got a long history of psychiatric problems and...
Well, I think he needs to find a girl that he's comfortable enough with to just goof around with her, wrestle with her, flirt with her until all of a sudden you're just like stimulated and raging. You know what I mean? It's like there's probably a lot of pressure, like, oh my God, it's time to do it right now. She's taking off her clothes. What's going to happen? Just be like, we'll do it when the time's right. And if you have a girl that you're comfortable
or just maybe
enough
not focus on doing it at all. And if it happens, fine.
Well, you do what I did in high school. You start with a corpse, takes all the pressure off, and then you work your way up until a chick with a coma, and then eventually just someone with Down syndrome, and you work your way up to an actual human being.
He had a job at the morgue, and it just went south from there.
Look, and you know what?
Actually, it was a cemetery.
I made lemonades out of lemons. That's what I did with that
That's your policy in life.
That's my policy. Life gives you lemons, you hump a corpse. Let's hear something from 311. I think that would be a good plan. You queued up there, Anderson? Yep. All right. This is called I'll Be Here Live. 311.
It was a premiere.
Yeah.
It was the first time in Los Angeles that's been played.
Drew is rarely touched by a song.
Yeah. No, it got me right away.
Right. Not. Yeah, true. It just tugged at his heartstring. So a very lovely acoustic rendition, and we'll hopefully hear that on Sunday night. You guys are Sunday night, right?
Yeah.
We're introducing them.
Oh, we are?
Yeah.
Oh, when did we find that out?
It's on your thing here. It's in here.
Ooh.
It says it right here.
Oh, that's good. It says Adam and Drew introduced 311.
9:15 p.m.
Oh, good. All right, so we got that to look forward to. And, hey, do me a favor, Nick. Yell something, like, from the stage, because we'll be, like, out in the audience. Give us, like, a thumbs up or, like, hey, those are my bros, or something to make us cool. You know what I mean? Because the thing is, like, we're cool most of the time, but then the band show up and we're not cool anymore. But it's cool when the band goes, like, hey, you're cool.
He doesn't want to say.
You know?
He doesn't want to say yes, Adam, because he's not going to remember to do that.
No, just give, like, a yo, you guys. You know, this one's for you.
Props to my bros.
You know, like you want to dedicate the set to us, or maybe
give a shout out to Adam and Dr. Drew. Yeah,
like a shout out. Just improvise. I don't want to put words in your mouth, but I'll write you out something during the break.
Yeah, just jot it down. I'll say
down.
whatever it is.
I'll jot it down. Yeah, it's a couple of paragraphs. I mean, you got a 30-minute set, right? 40 minutes.
What, though?
It's only going to be about 5-10 minutes.
It looks like we might be doing this on stage this year.
No, they don't let us up on stage.
Yeah,
we can't get on stage, Drew.
Yeah,
that's right. Security. That's right. Rachel?
Yeah.
You're 22?
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, hi.
What's up?
Nothing. Hi, Nick. How are you?
Good.
Okay, here's my deal, and I have to warn you guys, Damien said that he gives better advice than you guys do.
Oh, our phone screener?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But I don't think so.
What did he tell you?
He's jockeying for the job.
He ought to listen to some of his own advice. He's single, he's bald, and he works in the mailroom of some company all day. Please.
I am hoping that your advice is better than his. I have a problem in that I am one of the guys. I hang out with mostly guys. Girls and I tend to not get along very well.
Oh, okay. All right.
And all my guy friends sit and tell me I'm hot and, tell me that, if they weren't my friends, they'd be interested. But they're all my friends.
Oh, yeah. How much you weigh?
I'm 135.
Uh-huh. And what are you, 4'1"?
5'10".
5'10".
I'm really cute. Like, I know I'm cute. So I don't know.
All right.
Well, hold on. We'll decide if you're cute.
Okay.
We got to take a break, but we are going to get to the bottom of this.
Okay.
All right. Hold on a second.
All right.
Something's not fitting. But this business of not liking women, there's something there. You can't get along with women.
Well, there's a lot of women that... it's weird. There's a lot of women that don't get along well with women. And I don't necessarily hold it against them. It's just kind of their thing.
Because you don't get along with women either.
How dare you? You're so lucky you're not a chick. I'd beat the crap out of you right now.
Oh.
But they're in with a woman. But I don't know any guys that don't get along with guys who are straight.
But they're guys that hang out with women.
They're gay.
You know what I mean? No, they're guys that are sort of not guys. You know what I mean? They hang out with women, they hang out with guys.
All right. Nick Hexum is here from 311. We're going to take ourselves a little bit of a break, and then we'll get back with, who was that? Anna? Rachel. And she'll tell us, we'll tell her what's wrong with her. We'll figure out why her guy friends don't want to hump her.
We'll map her life out in a jiffy.
After this. Hey there, everyone. LoveLine. I'm Adam. That's Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Nick Hexum here from 311. You can find 311 Sunday night at the KROQ Acoustic Christmas, and I'm going to give some other places you can find 311 as well. Nick, give the website out, 311 website, so if people want to find it.
It used to be 311music.com, but we just got 311.com, so you can get to the same place. But so it's really easy to remember. But we're going to play in San Diego on Saturday, but. And then we're going to do our own spring tour, probably with Hoobastank. And so
is Hoobastank playing acoustic Christmas?
I don't know. I don't
believe so.
Nick's shaking his head no, but Hoobastank was just in here a couple of weeks ago, and they seem like real nice lads. Young guys. And a good song, too. So you can look forward to that. Just go to 311.com. And that'll have all the tour dates and all where we can find 311.
Yes, indeed.
All right. Now, when we left off, we're speaking to...
Rachel. It's 5.
I see. Rachel.
Yeah.
She's one of the guys. She doesn't like girls.
Yeah. I don't not like girls. Girls usually don't like me.
Okay.
Girls are, like, intimidated by me. In fact, guys are, too. But, like, my best friend's a girl, and I have a close, small group of girlfriends.
Guys are intimidated, too. Better. These are... hold on, I got to talk about Rachel. These are these people that are... They're everything's great except for the math part.
Doesn't add up.
Guys are intimidated. Girls are intimidated. I'm tall. I'm hot. But no one wants to have sex with me.
Oh, does not compute.
Now you've just screwed the math all up. We're right along with you until the part where no one wanted to hump you.
No, it's true, and it's funny you say hump, because that's like my favorite word, and I can't get humped. It's really depressing.
Please. Why are girls intimidated by you?
I'm really outspoken, I'm loud, I'm forward, I kind of say what's on my mind, and I'm tall and I'm attractive, so...
Yeah.
And I normally don't go around saying I'm tall and attractive.
What do you do for a living?
I know.
I go to school and I work in retail.
Retail. What kind of retail store?
A girls' junior store. I'm like the oldest one there, but... Do
you when guys sort of make overtures to you, do you sort of miss those cues, or do you put them off in some way?
How does she know?
I think that when guys... Well, basically, the only guys I ever see doing that are my friends, and I think that I take it as more of them, like, joking around with me.
All right, well, there you go. Yeah, they're not... Guys aren't joking about stuff like that, ever.
No.
Okay? I mean, they may be using humor to make it seem less offensive.
Right.
But they ain't joking.
And you're probably hanging out with a pack of guys. Maybe, if you, one-on-one with a guy, things will, take on a life of their own.
So for some reason you're sort of misreading the cues that guys are giving you. What about asking a guy out for a date?
I do that when... Okay, well, here's, like, the example that's going on right now is in my group of friends, there's, like, this guy that we just met a couple months ago, and we started talking more, and I'm interested in him, and he knows that, and he flirts with me. And I've, like, specifically said, we should hang out sometime. I've given him my phone number, and all of our friends sit there and joke about it, and they're like, oh, yeah, he would totally go out with you, blah, blah, blah. But then he never does. He never calls. He never...
Does he have a girlfriend?
Yeah.
He has a girlfriend. All right, well, he has a girlfriend.
Yeah, but that doesn't stop him.
No, it stops him from going the next step.
Apparently it does, though, right?
Yeah.
I know, and it's bad that I like a guy with a girlfriend. I know.
Well, when was your last boyfriend?
I dated somebody for, like, we were kind of sort of dating from, like, May till June.
You never had...
May till July.
Never had a real boyfriend?
Oh, no, I've had real boyfriends. But that was, like, over a year ago.
Maybe your expectations are too high, Maybe.
Right.
You got guys who have girlfriends who are probably
I normally
scared.
totally don't go for guys with girlfriends. Like, this is the first
Well,
time
I know, but you expect guys to make a move who are in relationships.
Also, I've never had relationships, and then you go on to tell us about these multiple relationships you've had. You've been okay. You've been all right.
I never had relationships.
She's just saying for someone as hot as she is, she's not getting enough. This is the way I feel about me. For B/C celebrity, I should be getting more respect.
Well, I just think for, like, all the guys that sit there and talk about that I'm hot and everything, I don't get asked out. I don't go on dates.
But these guys all have girlfriends?
No, not all of them.
But you wouldn't even want to go out with half of these guys.
Yeah, they probably know.
You just want them to ask.
Right.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, that's maybe.
I mean, the best relationships are when you put the friendship first. You probably just need to be hanging out one-on-one with one of these people. You're probably, like, playing quarters with them all.
Yeah, here's Rachel's move.
She's more...
Take responsibility. Take control of your environment.
Yeah.
Decide what you want and go ahead. You seem to have the necessary sort of tools to do what you want to do. Go ahead and do it. Don't expect the world to come to you.
Tools meaning boobs and a vagina.
Those are necessary.
Legs to hold them up.
A platform with a head on top.
And yeah, she's not so... These guys do ask out. She's just not so interested in going out with them. And she wants them to want her more and make her feel good about herself, but she's not that interested in getting with them. Amber?
Hello.
Hey, you're 20. What's up?
Yes, I am. Well, first of all, the guy who called us his name is Cody, and he's looking for a name for his band, looking to rename his band.
Yeah, last night.
This was last night.
Yeah, this is last night. I was thinking for suggestions, the name could be... Hold on. Misha, go away!
Okay, Amber.
My dog.
Okay, Amber, hang on a second.
I told him Hate Plow. But that's as good as a band name's going to get that hasn't been taken. I mean, Nick told me during the last break that if 311 was not 311, that they would have gone with Hate Plow.
Oh, no, we'd be Love Plow. Come on.
All right, Love Plow.
S Plow.
S Plow. Okay, look, we got to take a break. Amber, you talk to your dog. We'll take a break. Nick Hexum is here from 311 / Love Plow, and we'll be back with Amber after this. All righty. Yeah, I like this riff, too. Oh, yeah. Pennywise. All righty.
Drew.
Yeah, you can still smell them, can't you, Drew?
We haven't played that tape in a long time of that night.
Yeah, we have. Well, now we have to play it.
You want to play it?
Not really, but you can't, in radio, I don't think, you can't bring stuff up and then not do it. Can you?
I've been doing that for 18 years.
Oh, you have? I guess but it's tried and true for you, Drew.
Yeah.
Can I tell you, if you ever get a chance to gamble against Fletcher, do it. Okay? He is just all balls and just like...
No judgment.
He doesn't even look at his cards, and he's like, I'll bet it all.
Really? You play cards with Pennywise?
Yeah, then the Warped Tour. We did the whole Warped Tour with them, and it was a lot of fun.
Whatever it is, I don't want to piss off Fletcher.
Playing cards, playing poker with Fletcher just sounds like trouble.
Scary,
Doesn't it sound like trouble?
Because you know he's going to drink.
He's going to be drinking, right?
Oh, yeah.
And you kind of want him to win, don't you?
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be worth a couple $100 if he won, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it got bad one night. We were, like, Miami. We were we were in Florida somewhere, and Fat Mike from NoFX held these epic poker games, and for the first few hours it was all like friendly, and then it would go to high stakes late at night, and it got nutty, the amount of money that was being passed.
How much was out there?
Well, I would say $5,000 to $10,000 was.
Ooh,
yeah,
really?
This was like.
Jesus.
Serious. It was. There was not punk rock at all.
No.
So,
wow. Yeah.
Until Fletch got up and crapped on the table. Then it was punk.
Well,
right?
Well, maybe they're shooting craps. Yeah, he did say to Auntie. Yeah, I always like that later on when everyone gets drunk and stoned, and if there's like 8 guys and there's 7 aunties out there, and it's who did an auntie, and everyone just looks, I ain't. And everyone just sits there, and then one guy, the guy who actually didn't ante, will go, well, I anteed, but I'll put it in just to shut you guys up, you know. But whoever decides to do it is the guy who didn't do it. And then some guy wants to play like Anaconda or Night Baseball and hold everything up, and yeah, it always turns into an argument. All right, let's...
Back to Amber.
Amber, where are we? Do you want to hear it?
All right, let's hear it.
Let's hear that Pennywise vomiting on Drew 8 years ago.
Many years ago, Fletch came in here.
Legendary.
Had been drinking excessively, sitting right where Nick's sitting now, or at least in a similar spot on a different studio. And all of a sudden, we heard this cough and was sprayed with vomit. He was eating pizza and drinking tequila. Then he got up and started chasing people around the room, intentionally trying to vomit on them, and chased me into a corner. The only way I could deal with him was he was leaning over me, cramming his finger down his throat, retching and vomiting, was to punch him in the head to get him to stand up while I climbed up onto a bookshelf. It was good.
I was not there, thankfully, though I do feel like I was after hearing this. All right, let's hear it, Anderson.
Okay, go ahead.
That's fine. I mean, I was just wondering, like, what's the chance of
No, please don't throw up on me.
Oh, my God. Get out of here. LoveLine is over. I'm pretty much currently... Get out of here. Get away from me. Okay, bye. Yes, LoveLine is over. It's not our fault. We have a big, ugly man in our guitar band. Get out of here. And,
You're playing a song or something? Keep away from me. Get the hell out. Can I are we on the air? Please. You guys?
Yeah.
I like Ian saying, "Are we on the air?"
and letting a few good F's fly. Get the F out of here.
Producer Ian throws a few F's in and then asks if we're on the air. What do we do? Like roll best of in the middle of the vomit? Like we got that queued up?
Oh man, legend. But
well,
then,
I actually
Soundgarden from 1991. I mean, we don't have anything prepared.
You heard that music came up at the end. I actually took control of the board and pod that music up and turned the mics off. So I had to work my way back to the board through the vomit.
True. You are such the consummate professional.
Oh, and then a couple years later, he bluffs and says that he's got an explosive device.
Oh, well, we're going to Poo Poo City. He barricades us in the studio. It was really our fault for having him back, though. Wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I'd say so. And allowing him, he was using alcohol then, too.
Yeah. That wasn't using. I use alcohol.
Deploying.
Deploying alcohol. Amber? You're 20. What's up?
But anyways, the name for the band would be
Oh, yeah.
2 Legs and a Finger. But
2 legs and a finger.
yeah.
Well, but only if there's... Well, how many guys are in the band, though?
Yeah, he didn't mention.
Well, see, that thing is like... there's a math thing that goes on. Like, 2 legs and a finger would have to just be one guy.
Or 3 guys.
Yeah, but that stands for all the guys.
All right. What else going on?
Thanks, Amber.
Anyways,
it's always worth the wait, isn't it?
sometimes.
Go ahead, Amber.
But, my brother Ted called up while I was in hold, and he wants to say hi to you guys from Lake Elsinore. Whatever.
Is he on the other line or something?
No, he just called up real quick.
Oh, okay, so
hi,
Ted says hi?
Hi, Ted.
Ted says
good.
hi.
All right.
You know Ted.
Great.
Sure. Ted from Lake Elsinore?
Moving right along.
All righty. What else can we do you for? Amber, you must be good looking.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty cute.
I know. You're not used to people telling you to shut up.
What's up?
Did somebody tell me to shut up?
No, they wouldn't because you're cute.
Oh. Okay,
Shut
up, damn it!
I got 2 questions.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Dr. Drew, how you say that if a guy has AIDS and a woman gives him a BJ, she can get the AIDS, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was talking to my friend about that, and he said only if she consumes over an ounce. Is that true or not?
That has not been substantiated.
But have there been documented cases?
Yes, male and homosexual cases of transmission through oral sex. 4 cases.
Over an ounce? That sounds ridiculous.
And those were absolutely categorically, prospectively shown.
But do you put out
because he swallowed?
Evidently, I think that's right, because the mouth is not a great environment for the virus. It doesn't like the mouth, and it dies in the mouth. But it gets down to the esophagus, and that's where it can do its thing.
But the amount is that's a ridiculous hypothesis.
I agree. I think the virus is so dilute in body fluid that might be what that's referring to. You have to have a certain amount in order to have a probability that the virus is even present. Mm-hmm. And an ounce sounds about right to me, but you could get a bad drip too. It could have the virus.
Sure, there's the name of your band.
And it would depend upon how far the person was along, how concentrated it was.
That's a great point. Is that there are different phases of the disease in terms of the concentration of the virus, and very initially in the disease and much later in the disease, there can be a lot more virus, and people are a lot more contagious then.
I don't think the average guy puts out more than an ounce. Do you?
I'm trying to picture an ounce.
A fluid ounce is a hard thing for me to.
Well, I always picture a shot glass.
It's like 10 cc's, right? It's like 2.
Is what comes out of a guy is like 10 cc's?
No, I think it's more like 5 cc's comes out.
I mean, I can picture it like a puddle size, like you got to use with the cross. Or
yeah,
something.
to me it's like there's the 2 Kleenex load and the 5 Kleenex load. But
like I said last time I was on the show, if the guy was saying that he can't do it because he has a real problem cleaning up, do it in a sock. Okay.
Yeah,
Put the sock in the laundry.
The sock show,
yeah. Except for my maid gets hold of the stuff, and then I have to beat her down to the washing machine and stuff. It's humiliating. It's weird. You don't get into that, Nick. Have you had this humiliating problem?
No.
The lady comes once a week and she's doing laundry. Oh, yeah.
She just throws it in the laundry.
No, look at some of that stuff like a T-shirt when it's stuck together and you're pulling it apart. It's all
the inside of the sock.
Inside of the sock?
Yeah, she has no business looking in there.
Do you put the sock over your penis?
Yeah, what do you think?
Really? I would find that a distraction. At what stage does the sock go over the penis?
No, it was
you
really
like.
something like that.
Bury Adam, you just mix it up. Surprise yourself.
I don't know, because I've had some T-shirts that have been used more than once, and then they get stuck together
before it's washed.
Yeah, Yeah,
man.
before, as I've said many a time, when dirty clothes come off me, they've just begun the journey. They're not even halfway into what their duties are around the house. There's many things that will go on with socks and T-shirts between the time they come off of me and the time they make it into the washing machine, and it's all bad. And the maid gets hold of it, and I don't know what to do. I get down there and like pull it out. No, I'll take care of this, and
I'll sort it for you.
She wants to know why I'm just doing the whites, and I don't seem to handle anything else. Yeah. Anyway, Drew, like when you take a shot, tequila shot, what is it? 2 ounces?
2 ounces,
2 or 3 ounces?
Yeah.
A couple ounces?
I think it's 2 ounces. So shot
that seems
2 ounces?
Yeah, shot's a couple ounces.
Yeah.
So 1 ounce, you got to fill not half the shot glass, but
you don't put out that much.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But bottoms up anyway, fellas.
Good times.
Tim?
Yeah.
You're 16?
Yeah, Adam, you're my hero.
Thank you.
And Drew, you're the most passionate man on the face of this earth.
He is a very passionate man.
Very. But
how does Tim know that? It scares me.
Common knowledge, I guess.
Word about town.
It's on
in
the
Chicago.
web.
Yeah.
It's all over the web.
But Nick, you're coming to Twisted 8 next week, right? In Chicago?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I was wondering what kind of songs you're going to be playing.
Hard ones,
Is something about
catchy ones.
Is that venue suitable to only certain kinds of music? Or?
No, that's the name of their radio show.
Oh, I see.
See, it's funny. I knew that, Drew, and it's like I'm supposed to talk about other radio shows, but I didn't know that there was any Twisted 8 radio show. I just could tell by Nick's reaction, like, they're going to be there, that we're supposed to talk about other radio shows, but you not being a human being, didn't pick up that at all.
Even knowing it, I can't get it out of what I just heard.
Yeah, well, that's okay. What station is it for? We'll give them a plug.
Q101.
Well, it's our station.
Oh, we're on Q101.
Yeah.
Oh, you have our blessing.
Yeah. It's a day late. So.
Plug away.
Well, I'd imagine, I mean, how much does your set change from, I mean, obviously it's shorter if obviously when you're headlining and when you're playing one of these radio shows. And
we just
40 minutes.
We just have 30 minutes at this, at the KROQ show is so packed full of people. So, but we're just pretty much just play like a selection, really one song off each album, a couple ones from the new one,
cool.
in 30 minutes. But, why you got a request?
Not really. I just can't wait to see you guys rock.
Cool. Is it kind of nice in the sense that you get to do a little like, all-star? I mean, pick your 10 favorite songs? Or
Yeah, but we're used to playing 90 minutes minimum, so we're just getting warmed up when the set's over. So that's a little bit frustrating, but we get used to it.
They're also used to getting paid for their gigs.
Oh, yeah, I guess they're used to making money, not paying for the tickets.
That's a little frustrating, too.
Yeah, well, you want to keep playing the records. You got to play the gigs. Let's see, Paola is alive and well. It's just sort of done in an above-the-board way.
For charity.
Yeah. But in a way, I mean, it's like, all right, so you got to play these radio shows because, A, it's a charity. It's a wonderful event and a good cause, even though none of us are sure what it is. But you got to keep in good with the radio station because they play the songs, but they sell the records, and that's business. Mm-hmm. I mean, in a way, it's like you're not getting paid, but on the other hand, the album goes platinum, and you're getting paid.
It's your marketing. It's your marketing.
Yeah.
Work.
Yeah, it's like when a company takes out an ad in the Super Bowl, it costs them a bunch of money, and then theoretically they make it back at some point.
Yeah, but really, I mean, it's basically like one day sort of Lollapaloozas. You're hanging out with all these different bands, and you get to go play in front of a bunch of people that maybe came to see someone else. So it's a way to play for new people, and it's cool.
Yeah. And it's fun. I think it's kind of fun for the audience, too. I mean, of course it is. There's a bunch of bands that would play the venue alone who are basically playing it with 10 other bands that size. I like it when you run too long and they just start turning the turntable on you. and spin you around like they did to the Fugees at the Weenie Roast like 5 years ago. They just start turning it. Guys are in the middle of the song and they just start turning the turn. Yeah, because like, hey, the golden time is so much for the venues. It's like, I don't know, $5,000 a minute or something. It's like some crazy amount of money that they can't run late. I mean, think about how much it costs to get the Universal Amphitheater, how much 10 minutes is past the cutoff time,
right.
with 500 people working there and security and the whole 9 yards. Alex?
Yes.
You're 23?
Yes.
What's up?
I have I guess, bad breath, and I was wondering, like, what would be some of the, I guess...
Floss?
Yeah, well, make sure you see the dentist, make sure it's not dental caries.
I've done all that.
And then the tongue is the next place, and the back of the tongue particularly. There are actually some dentists that can specialize in helping you with this to the point they actually measure the gas produced by the bacteria that tend to overgrow the back of the tongue and whatnot. But your first order of business is to brush regularly mouthwash, get a tongue scraper, okay, and watch your diet. Also, what's in your stomach, and if you have a lot of heartburn or reflux, that sort of thing can affect.
Could it be like any throat problems or anything like that?
I mean, like what?
Like, I don't. It kind of feels like it's coming from the throat.
Yeah, well, I just gave you a whole lecture about that. It's the throat and the tongue are connected, and you really you don't have accurate sensation of what's going on behind your tongue.
Well, what could you possibly do for your throat anyway?
Well, that is your throat. I mean, think, what is your throat? It's the back of your mouth, right?
Well, I don't know.
Tongue
Tongue
is the main part of that back of your mouth. There's the roof, there's the soft palate, and what's behind that, which basically connects with the nose and your tongue.
I think people look at the throat as basically the tunnel that goes from your mouth down to your belly.
No, the first part of that tunnel is tongue.
Yeah, I know.
And then the next part is larynx and pharynx.
Well,
and
that's when they're thinking throat part.
No, they don't.
Oh, look, when someone socks you in the throat, does your tongue hurt?
In the neck?
Does your tongue hurt when someone socks you in the throat?
If they hit you up here,
No.
This is all tongue.
No, your tongue doesn't hurt. Your throat hurts. Your Adam's apple hurts.
Yeah, that's...
Your larynx.
Adam's been socked in the neck.
Yeah, my tongue never hurt. Now, I get socked in the tongue, that's different. Or the guy doesn't pull out.
But anyway, that is where the bacteria are, is in the back of the tongue.
There's a whole science now to this.
Give me my anatomy book. Come on.
They hook you up to the hobo meter. They can tell how much stink's coming out of you.
How much hobo power?
Yeah,
down there.
Right.
While we're looking this up, I heard that, like, scope and stuff like that, it doesn't
really
do anything.
No,
but like Listerine, it does more because it's...
The bacteria is the idea.
Because it tastes like ass. I mean, yeah, Listerine... It tastes like it's doing something because it hurts a little. I mean, it's not really pleasant.
Kills germs.
Right.
Here we go, guys. So.
All right, Drew's got out his book. He's now going to bore us all with the picture of the throat. Can I take another call, or
well,
are we going to do this?
This is the throat you're talking about right there, right?
No, I'm when people say throat, this is what they're talking about.
When you get a sore throat, this is what hurts up here.
I'm not going to argue with that, but I'm saying people put a scarf around their throat. They think their throat's in the neck. See what I'm saying?
That's bizarre.
Well, why is that bizarre?
This is your airway. This goes into your lungs. This is your esophagus right here. Your throat's way up here, and look, this is all tongue. All tongue. This part just connects with the nose.
All right.
You see?
All right. Good times.
The excitement of listening to someone point at a diagram on the radio.
Nick plays in a band, smokes a ton of weed, and still knows more about radio than you, Drew. Does that bother you at all? No?
He's a passionate man.
He's a passionate
I need you to know, Adam.
All right. No,
you to understand.
You're right. I just neck and throat are what idiots from the Valley think of, and I'm one. Go ahead, Annie.
Hi. I just wanted to say hi to Nick and ask him a question, and hi, Drew and Adam.
Hey.
Lay it on me, Annie.
All right. Wow. I can't believe this. I just want to know what happened that made you write Flowing.
Flowing is about insomnia, and it's about like saying, the more it will spin, the more that I try to stop my mind flowing. Like, my mind's spinning and can't turn it off at night. And I really found out that it was just a matter of just a lot of things that were going on in my life that I wasn't really happy with, personally, like relationship-wise at that time. And I found, I just wasn't sleeping, and that's what that song's about, and how you just feel like when you're up all night and everyone else is just like sleeping happily, you feel really like alone. And you know, I just found I have no problem with that now. I like just have a real active day, and you know, don't you know, make sure I stay awake until like, you know, sometimes I would go to bed really early for no reason, then I would wake up at like 1 o'clock in the morning and stay up pretty much for the rest of the night, which really sucks. So now it's not a problem anymore, but that's what that song's about.
Oh, wow. And I just wanted to tell you that your band is absolutely amazing, and I love you guys, and I adore you guys for all that you stand for, and all the positive love vibes you send out to your listeners. And
thanks.
Your music has really made me change my views on people and life, and I just really wanted to let you know that. Oh, my gosh. And I saw you guys at Warped Tour, and you guys rocked.
Thanks.
Yeah, and you guys, oh, my gosh, you came here twice, and, like, they're both 21 and up shows, and I'm only 17, and I can't go. And
really? Wait, we don't really play 21 and over shows usually. Where was that?
San Diego.
In San Diego, yeah. You came to Street Scene, and it was 21 and up day, and then, like, you're coming to Frosty the Showman on Saturday.
I was wondering why that crowd didn't really go off that hard. We played between, like, the Black Crows and someone else, and it's because everyone was old.
Bunch of 22-year-old geezers.
Yeah, you guys played. Yeah, I missed it.
How's your life going there, Annie?
It's great. I love life, and I love living, and
that's right.
It's nice to hear for a change.
And I'm going to live it up and
that's right.
Try and stay young forever.
Embrace every day.
We want to be free.
Yeah, you want to do what you want to do.
Exactly.
Here.
That's right.
And just what is it that you want to do?
We want to be free. We want to be free to do what we want to do. And we want to get loaded. And we want to have a good time. And that's what we're going to do.
Well, when, baby? Let's go.
We're going to have a good time. We're going to have a party.
Oh, I just had one more question. Are you guys having a sound check for Frosty the Showman?
You having a sound check?
Oh, is that Saturday?
Yeah.
Wants to know whether to hang out or not.
Yeah.
No, we're not sound checking that day.
Oh, no. All right. Thank you so much for...
All right, Annie.
Thanks, Annie.
I love you.
Good times, baby.
Bye.
Bye.
How do you do a show without having a sound check?
Oh, man. That's one of the, you know, ins and outs of a radio show, you know, especially like I use in-ear monitors so I can really hear exactly what's going on. And if you don't have a sound check, you might have something just screaming right in your ear hole.
Oh,
that's not fun, but
man, yeah, it is. So meaning you don't need those feedback monitors that are out on stage, or do you have those still?
They're there, but I don't use them.
Is that for the rest of the band, or is that for you?
I'm the only one that uses them in my band, but I'm trying to talk the rest of them into doing it because I think that you don't hear the bouncing, so you can play a lot tighter, and for a vocalist you can hear the notes really well. So I'm into them, and a lot of really good singers are. And some bands are completely on them, but everyone has their individual taste to what they want.
Yeah, they've been around for a few years, right? But not that long.
I've helped design a new style that has like people don't like them because they feel too cut off because it's like completely takes over your whole ear, right? You can't hear anything except what's on through the wires.
Right.
But now I told them like a year and a half ago, make a little port, make a little hole so you can hear what's going on, so you can hear the crowd and stuff.
Right.
As well. So now that's the new ones that are coming out are going to have that.
Wow, that's nice that you're able to give them that feedback and aid in the design.
Yeah, but I love my in-ears. I go jogging with them. I mean, they're like the best headphones in the world.
Oh, you mean you have them fitted? Like we had that once. True, didn't you used to have a IFB thing? And they pour like wax in your ear, like make a mold, and so it's all fitted exactly in there.
Exactly.
And when you say you go jogging with it, is it you just plug it into a CD player?
It's just a regular headphone jack that would go into a CD player or an iPod, which is what I've been using. And
do you use two of them on stage, or just one ear?
Both ears.
Both ears.
Yeah.
And how much are those things?
Like $900 for a pair, but you got to get the mold for your ear made separate, which you pay an ear doctor to do.
Right.
So every time I buy a new pair, since they've already have my mold, it's like $900 to start up. Probably $1,500.
And the iPod is like holds like a whole bunch of songs and doesn't have any like CD or anything in it?
Yeah.
It's all like digital and everything?
My iPod, I mean, it has hundreds and hundreds of songs in there.
How do you get them in there? Off the computer?
Yeah.
Oh, Drew, I got to get someone to do this for me. I couldn't do it myself, but I have an 8-track cassette and a car battery that I bring on a dolly.
You have to,
and those huge headphones with the antennas come off. I jog with the thing.
Do you have to, if you use iPod, do you have to have a Mac system, or can you use
I do use Mac, but I read that it is Windows compatible, but it works really, really easily with iTunes, which is the Mac, encoding and music playing.
So
software.
do you how do you get the I'm a total layman here, but yet see I never get on board with any of this technology, but the notion of having hundreds of songs in digital quality and it doesn't skip or anything, right?
No, see, it's my third MP3 player, and the first two only held about 1 CD worth.
Right.
You know what I mean? And this one holds 1,000 songs.
And it's the size of what?
It's the size of a deck of cards.
Jeez. What's on them? Nudie chicks or? Oh, just the size. It's not.
I have the entire Beatles catalog on mine.
Oh, you jog and listen to nothing but 311.
No, I listen. System of a Down. That's my jogging music lately.
Really?
Really, man.
Let's come back with that.
All right, I got to get into this. Drew, when would you love to have this thing?
Yeah, iPods. Sure. Want to get me one?
Just real quick. Real quick. How do you get the music? If you got a CD...
Oh, let's ask him during the break. You and I.
No, people want to know. I want to know. If you got the CD, how do you get it into the iPod? You put the CD into the computer and then put the computer into the iPod?
You put the CD in the computer, and if your computer has an internet connection going, then it'll quick scan that CD, and then it'll know all the song titles and the album and the artist and everything.
Oh, okay.
And then it'll encode those files, and then it knows, and then it encodes with the song names and everything. And then when you zap it over to your iPod, then it has all the...
What's he saying?
I don't know. I'm speaking French, I think.
All right. I love this notion. Drew, let's work on this during the break. We'll be back.
Oh, yeah. Everybody now.
This is what you jog to, honey.
It is indeed. I really think it is a genius album.
Nick Hexum is here from 311. Talking a little tech with Nick and talking about our good friend System of a Down, who since they gave me the movie Taboo 2, have just always we're
supposed to have a dinner with their family too. They've been bugging us about that.
Yeah, they want to whip us up some Armenian food.
Yeah, the moms apparently are Armenian genius cooks. We got to eat at their house.
Let me tell you guys something. A lot of people are a little bit freaked out by the Middle Eastern cuisine. It is solid. I think they're a little freaked out by because they got names like
shawarma,
Baba Ganoush, and shawarma. And what the hell's
the food is solid, but
hummus.
Your bowel movements may not be.
Right.
Well, also I think we're used to stuff that's on the street. That's not as good as what homemade.
Right. And they're very goat heavy in their cooking too.
Yeah,
which
lamb and goat.
Can be a little tough for a lot of us, white folk. But it is solid stuff over there. You should go out and the service isn't always as friendly as it could be. What do you want? I'll have the falafel. $4. I told you I went to buy falafel at a place, and the guy goes $4, and I go, oh geez, I don't have any cash. Can I pay for it with my credit card? And he goes, yes, $10 minimum. And I go, okay. You know what? Just give me the falafel and just charge me $10. No. I said, no, you misunderstand. Charge me the $10 minimum with the credit card and just give me the $4 falafel. No, cannot do that. Next. I said, you can't charge me the $10 for the $4 falafel.
I'll take 3.
No. And I swear to God, the chick next to me goes, get baklava. pad it with the baklava. She was like helping out. She, if you get like,
2 baklavas,
you get like 2 baklava and one of those yogurt flavored drinks, you'll be right about 10. And I was like, no, I'm not. Just charge me the 10 for the $4 falafel. And he's like, no. And then I left.
That kind of food is huge in Europe. When we were on tour there, you live on that stuff, like a kebab joint on every corner.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What part of Europe?
Like London, Amsterdam, just all over.
Interesting.
Western you cannot go wrong. Oh, tahini. There's another good one. Good name. Brenda?
Yeah.
You're 21?
Right.
What's up?
I'm having somewhat of a problem. I've been with my boyfriend for about 3 years now. Went to my gynecologist. When I have intercourse with my boyfriend, I'm not getting wet in the beginning. So when I went to my gynecologist, he said, oh, here's just some KY jelly. And I'm like, no, something's seriously wrong here. I'm supposed to, like, produce this stuff, and nothing's happening. And he just gave me the KY jelly. So when I'm with my boyfriend, we have to, like, foreplay before we do anything at all. And then we have the intercourse, and then eventually something happens. But I'm just
now, I've yet to meet a woman that didn't need foreplay. So are you expecting you wouldn't need that?
Wait, excuse me?
I've never seen a female human that didn't need foreplay. Are you
No. I mean, I don't mind it. Don't get me wrong or anything. But like, I'm talking to my female friends, and they said, you know.
Well, and what is it? Is it interrupt?
I think something's wrong with me because I'm not getting wet at all.
Like,
and it takes
what is
a
your
while.
fantasy? What is your fantasy that's wrong with you?
Nothing's wrong with me that I know.
No. Why are you worried? What's the fantasy that could be wrong here? Why does it concern you?
Because nothing's happening, and it takes so long.
I understand, but here's the reality. Some people are just that way.
But, I mean, is it just me? I mean, he's also my first, so I was thinking maybe that had something to do with it. You know, I'm not, experienced. I've only been with a boyfriend. This is the only guy I've been with, so...
What are you doing in terms of birth control?
I'm on the Depo-Provera shot.
Okay, that commonly does this.
Really?
Yeah, real common.
How come the gyno didn't pipe up?
I don't know why. I was afraid she was going to say this.
Maybe he gave her the Depo shot and they didn't feel like backpedaling.
Right, and they're more worried about achieving proper contraception. They just hear now you had the shot, now you got to use the KY. But you might, when that shot wears off after 3 months, you might want to switch over to a pill that's got some estrogen in it.
But I actually heard that the shot was more effective than the pill because that's what my gynecologist told me.
It's more effective because people don't have to remember to take it. That's the only reason it's more effective.
Yeah, so you think, like but before I even became sexually involved with my boyfriend, I got on the shot. So, I mean, that might have something to do with it because I'm thinking something's wrong.
No, it's I bet you it's the shot. I bet you. I bet you. Yeah, I bet you.
All right, so you use the KY until the shot wears off.
I know, but it starts to suck after a while. For 3 years, every time we just want to have sex.
Yeah, get on the pill. Get on the pill. When was your last shot?
I'm actually due next month.
Perfect. Get on the pill. Try the triphasic pill.
There's your answer.
Triphasic pill, all right?
Helping people nationwide.
Okay, can I ask you one more question?
Yeah.
After, let's say, because I have to go in late January for the next shot, and you have to go in every 3 months. Now, how long can I not be on the shot and have intercourse before the chances of me getting pregnant? Like,
if you start the pill up right away.
Yeah. You don't have to wait the 3 months before it wears off? I can just start it?
No, you have to wait. It's best if you wait. You'll be starting the pill in January.
Right.
When the shot wears off. And what you got to talk to your gynecologist about is whether you'll have adequate contraception the first month you take the pill. Most gynecologists will say you should wait the first month and add a condom during that month. The triphasic pills, though, there's some people believe that they might be adequately safe even the first month.
What if she got on the pill in like early January?
Yeah.
Would that be too much hormone in her body?
Not necessarily. I mean, again, that's something she could talk with her gynecologist about.
Good times. Let's talk to... and yeah, it bothers me when... Drew knows a pet peeve of mine is this sort of data with a spin on it where they say, well, this is not as effective a birth control device as this is. Well, the reason it isn't is because people get stoned and don't take it, and that's what they're factoring in. But what they should say is, taken, according to direction, it is just as effective.
Right.
They leave that part out, and it doesn't give you the opportunity to make a choice.
Yes.
They go, this one is more effective, this one works better, and you take it.
They do the math for you, which is you're a young female who seem to be kind of, I don't know if you're stable, can remember take a pill.
You hit your head on the door on the way in because it said pull and you pushed on it.
Therefore, I've decided for you, for people like you, this is more effective. So the math's already done for you.
I see. All right. Gina?
Hi guys. I'm 18.
All right.
And I just want to tell you that I think you guys are hot. I'm a stripper, and I'm having this kind of dilemma at the club that I work at. One of the bouncers used to be my track coach in high school.
Oh my God!
And we've gotten a little bit closer. And when I go out to bachelor parties, he offered to come with me because he's really protective of me.
Sure.
And so
with the Olympics coming up, keep an eye on you.
And we've gotten a lot closer. In fact, 2 months ago, we ended up having sex. But the thing that draws me off is that both of us were a little bit buzzed. Me personally, I had to get buzzed because I had to relax.
You had a buzz because this guy had a plan. You're acting as though you're we just think just one thing went to another. This guy had a plan.
He was putting drinks in front of you, wasn't he?
No, I was the one who asked for it. He was already out with his friends. He already had a little bit of a buzz.
Okay. How old is this guy?
He's 25.
And does he still work at the school?
Yeah, he does. But he's not a teacher. He's just a coach there.
That it implies similar responsibility.
I would have rather boffed one of my teachers than one of my coaches. I mean, if you were just going to give me a choice.
Yeah.
Mr. Nielsen, are you kidding? Guy in his 60s, big thick forearms and fat fingers. No way.
Yeah. And
you got to give 110%.
Yeah, the weird thing is that ever since that incident, we have not talked about it. We've been cool with each other.
Did he coach you when you were having sex? Like, come on, leg it out?
No, seriously.
You got to want it.
Feel the burn.
Done while he was coaching me was check out my butt. That's the most. But
sure.
And then
yeah.
Why'd you pick this particular profession? May I ask?
Because I'm in college right now, and
just needed some money for college.
Yeah, I need money.
Oh
for college.
yeah.
And my parents kind of, I'm on half scholarship here, but I have to worry about the other half.
Half at the strip joint or half at the college?
Half at the college, and
stripper college.
How much is tuition per year?
It's about $24,000.
Wow.
Where are you at?
I'm on St. Mary's.
Wow.
Ironic, huh? I go to this Catholic school, but I'm a naughty girl. I strip.
Oh no, I'm going to use this later. Where do you strip? What club?
Oh, you want to know the truth or my club?
No, make up one I've never heard of that's not in the area, so I can have no satisfaction.
The Valley Ball.
The what?
The Valley Ball.
Oh, is that? Is that like out on Sepulveda or something?
Yeah, it is.
Uh-oh.
And
have you ever seen Adam there, Gina?
Yeah, he used to be called something else. He used to be called like the high ball or the crazy ball or oddball. Yeah, the oddball.
I mean, I'm only.
God, he knows.
I've heard of it.
Well, the word gets around.
Here's the weird part. Like, I haven't told him my feelings or anything like that. And in fact, even after we had sex, I didn't want him to diss me, so I actually pretended as if I didn't know him. And so he actually felt kind of hurt, and he told me, why are you avoiding me? And I said, we have to pretend like nothing happened, so none of the
Ooh, hold on with the S word there.
So none of our coworkers talk bad about us.
Right.
Do you have a boyfriend? Do you want a boyfriend?
No, I don't have a boyfriend, and I don't want a boyfriend either because college is just very hectic.
Okay,
right?
so what do you care if this guy's paying attention to you or not if you don't want a boyfriend?
Because here's the thing, I feel like I want him, but I don't want him in a relationship. Like, I want him in my life, and I feel close to him when we have sex.
Sure, he's on top of you.
And in fact, I went to this big party last Saturday, and I got drunk. And when I get drunk, I get very honest. And so I called him, and I started telling him,
You're not exactly a closed book when you're sober. Got news for you.
Gina, though,
I would call her uptight.
But you do have a lot of features of alcoholism here.
All right.
So I suspect that disease is going to begin to be a big part of your
hold
life.
on. We got to take a break. I'm not nearly done. Right. Well, what I'm going to do is we'll dedicate the rest of the show to Gina, and then part of Monday's show to Gina as well. I got a lot of questions. Ooh, 18, doing a lot of drinking, having a lot of chaos, but goes to a good college and is was on the track team. And what a boner for that track coach. You know what I mean? She's in those dolphin shorts, getting down in those blocks. He's checking her ass out all semester.
Oh, the blocks.
Pal, but I want to talk to her. I want to talk about these bachelor parties she's doing too, because there's a whole. I mean, stripping is one thing, but the bachelor party is like a whole nother level.
Oh, really?
I mean, that's pornography.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Don't play stupid.
Well, most of those.
No, I've never been to one.
Then,
not like that.
I mean, the girls that come to strip, and then afterwards they'll do whatever you want for the right price. I mean, that's
right.
They're not just strippers; they're usually hookers. I mean,
yeah, oftentimes.
Well, I mean, you're more of an expert on
when
it
you
than
front
me,
a big band, they're all hookers. The world's a hooker when you front a band. Your own family turns into prostitutes when you front a big band. I mean, of course. We'll take a little break, and we'll be right back with Crazy Gina. LoveLine. I'm Adam, that's Drew. Nick Hexum is here from 311. When we left off, we were speaking to Crazy Gina, who goes to a decent college, ran track in high school, but is 18, getting drunk a lot, and working as a stripper.
Chaotic relationships.
Gina, what about these bachelor parties you do?
Bachelor parties are honestly just a place where I make bank. I don't do anything with those guys. It grosses me out. That's why I bring, a bodyguard with me all the time.
Well, and he's got to flip the cassette on the boombox, too. I know, so it's part of his gig, and make change.
Yeah.
Yeah, but these...
Well, just be careful. I mean, after I said that, I was like, well, I'm sure there's, plenty of them that don't do anything. I've only been to one in my life, and they were really... sleazy. But
actually,
anyway.
I'm not a typical stripper. Like, I honestly just love to be naked, and I like to dance. I love dancing. And
for me,
I
it's
like
only
to be naked, but just not in front of.
The only time I truly feel free is when I'm dancing, and I think that's with Gina too, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's how I know I'm alive.
Yeah, I don't, sell myself in other aspects at all. Because
but these bachelor parties, you're getting into some pretty funky stuff, right?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely can get dangerous sometimes.
Well, I mean, you're getting into like dildos and stuff.
Sometimes, yeah, there are props you can use, but I don't get involved with any of the guys.
But the props are dildos; they're not like breakaway bottles or anything.
Speaking of props, we got to hear another 311 song before we.
Are they talking in your ear?
Yes.
Didn't I just tell them no?
Oh, don't want to play it?
Well, no, I like 311, but I was looking at the clock too, and I was thinking
we've taken like 3 calls.
Yeah, I don't know. You think we can squeeze it in?
Yep.
Whatever.
Do you want to do it? All right. Hey, Gina.
Yeah.
Hey, we got to sell more 311 albums. I'm sorry about the alcoholism.
No, we can talk to Gina.
No, I'm
Is
kidding.
there any way there's an important question that I didn't get to. Is there
Call her back. We're going to call you back on Sunday. Can we do that?
You're going to call me back?
Monday.
No, we're not.
Monday. Yeah, they said yes. All
right. Call her back.
All right, put on hold. Yeah, put on hold.
Okay.
All right, well, she's dancing.
Let them. They'll handle.
She likes to be naked.
All right. Here's 311 with Amber.
Brainstorm, take me away from the norm.
go. Over in the blink of an eye.
Yeah, it was a good show.
I thank Nick Hexum for that because the show just blew by.
It did. It flew by.
And enjoyable as well. Everybody go out there and buy anything that has 311 printed on it. You can also just go to the website.
We got our home video coming out on December 11th. Is our second home video. It's called Enlarged Show Detail Part 2. It's on DVD and VHS.
And if you go to 311.com, you can find all the information you need about all that stuff and tours and everything else. Thanks a lot, Nick. We appreciate it.
My pleasure.
I want to thank Damien for doing a great job on the phones all week long. I want to thank Tara, don't call me Tara, goddammit, for doing a good job on the phones as well. Lauren for doing whatever Lauren does around here. Producer Ann for putting her feminine stink on the show. And, of course, the passive-aggressive one, Engineer Anderson, for working those magic fingers. So until next time.
You're a prick.
This is Adam Kroll for Dr. Drew saying mahalo.
Oh, Adam.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
When are you going to smoke some blunts?
When?
Yeah.
I don't know, probably this weekend.
This has been LoveLine. The opinions expressed on this show are not necessarily those of the staff, management, sponsors, or this station. The producer for LoveLine is Ann Wilkins Engel. LoveLine is a presentation of Westwood One Entertainment.